Okay, hi guys, John Florez again. This is a preface to the main body of the film that I made a week ago that's coming right up. What I wanted to tell you is that, these new mixes, my special mixes, are completely hyped and overly hyped. I mean, if Ron Snake Reynolds, my dear friend and Hall of Fame engineer in Nashville, or Johnny Golden, a fabulous mastering engineer and lifelong friend in Ventura, California, if they happen to listen to these new mixes, they're going to be appalled that I kind of joined the 21st century overly compressed, overly hyped, overly everything mixes, and that they do not resemble anything with artistic authenticity. Okay, this is the disclaimer out front. I don't know. All I know is I like them. Okay, so even though purists would hate these mixes, I love them, but I want to give you a heads up, and the heads up is the middle mixes, the ones that have been done 2015 through 2019 that are the second in the sequence. Number one, the first thing they'll play is the 70s, the second will be the mixes that I've done until recently, and then the third are the recent mixes. The second ones are really the nice compromise. They're probably the mixes that would appeal to my audio friends and to many listeners. But frankly, I don't think I could have presented these to my artists back when I worked with them if I gave them these hyped mixes, because they would say that I've gone too far. And in fact, I have, but I'm sorry, I love them. Okay, here's the main body of the film. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye. It's me, John Florez, same old guy, but new location today. I'm house sitting in Scottsdale for the month, and I'm at my best friend Mary's house. So after getting used to the acoustics, as you've probably seen, I've posted some new stuff. However, today's episode is kind of fun for me. It expands upon previous episodes where I discussed how a producer in our days, the staff era of the late 60s and early 70s, just kind of, at least at, RCA, Capitol, Columbia, we just kind of took the songs, took the acts, took them into the studio, and then we mixed them in order to represent the performances that were made. So you got, hopefully, lots of clarity between all the rhythm instruments and then the orchestra and the voices, and it sounded like it sounded in the studio when you recorded it. Well, I didn't know any different than that. And only when I got to the mid-'80s did I say, I can pump these things up more, which I've shared with you before. So I can basically go in and add more compression and some more dynamic EQ and make it sound better. Okay, so we've covered that before. Now here's what's kind of new in the last week or so, my latest epiphany. So bear with me for a second. Now at age 73, gasp, I have decided that if I could do it all over again and be in my 20s and early 30s, I would take my first final mix that accurately represented the performances of everybody involved. Okay, they may need a little updating with today's digital sound, so you may have to increase the highs a little bit, or the mids a little bit, or the lows, whatever. But basically, that final mix that I had when I was really young, let's start back then, that final mix I should have considered the rough draft. Okay, yes, it accurately represents everything, but no, there's more that can be done. So then you go in, if I had it all to do over again, and pump it up some with the very stuff that I told you about that I was doing in the mid-'80s, just prior to my retirement. That means compression and EQ and maybe a touch more echo, whatever, but make it more powerful. Okay, I would then call that the draft. Not the rough draft, but the draft. So we're nowhere near getting ready to release the product yet, because we've gone through a basic mix, a more powerful mix, and now we need to go to a radio mix. Now, those of you who've been following my site will see that with one plugin, I did what was called radio mixes. And now with a new plugin, I've taken the original tracks, not the radio mixes, and made them what I called special mixes, but really they're the mixes that I would consider the final mix. So in other words, rough draft, draft, final mix, 3 processes. So your mindset is, let's get the performances down, okay? Let's listen to all of that and decide what we're gonna pump up, go in, pump it up, listen to it pumped up and say, now, what can I do to make it sound like it belongs on the radio? Or in these days over the internet as well. So that's my thought process, and it's kind of an epiphany because naturally when I was in my 20s, I barely knew to pump my tracks up unless the labels requested it. But then I kind of decided that I could get a little more experience under my belt and make things sound better and a little more powerful without being nudged by the label. But only since I started these remasters, and this is what's incredible about it. I started the remasters in 2015. Okay, in 2015, all I was doing was taking the original tracks that I had cut and just making them sound acoustically a little better. Just a tiny bit of EQ, maybe a little bit of echo, but I just wanted to slightly improve upon the original mixes. Then, as I've gotten more carried away and more carried away, I've ended up with what I call the special mixes or the final mixes. And I really like them, but here's something for you to know that is my little guilt trip, okay? It would be hard with some of my artists, we'll go nameless, but they were established artists and they were used to hearing a purity and clarity of everything. Let's just drop a little hint, which Bones Howe provided one of them. And I would be almost embarrassed to show them what I consider my special or final mixes because they don't have the purity and musical integrity of the others, but they sure as hell sound like they belong on the radio a lot more. So purists would not like these new mixes at all. I, at age 73, if I had it to do all over again, this is what I would do. And this is the final draft. So I'm going to give you a few examples and then get out of here, okay? So thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate your comments and your support, and take care. Bye-bye.
Guess it was yourself you were involved with. I'd like to spread the news today. I'd like to spread the news today. A certain someone's come my way, but might I add its own affair. This certain someone's unaware of what she's really done to me, though she's done it quite effectively. She's got me singing, sha-la, do-I, humming, sha-la, no-I, but still she don't know me, she don't know me. She's got me planning, sha-la, do-I, hoping, sha-la, no-I, still she don't know me, she don't know me. She's got me singing, sha-la, do-I, humming, sha-la, no-I, but still she don't know me, she don't know me. She's got me planning, sha-la, do-I, hoping, sha-la, no-I, still she don't know me, she don't know me. She don't know how I love. If you don't say nothing, then I don't know nothing. Tell me you love me, baby, and it's a fact.
So take this man out of the darkness, show him the light.
Show him the light.
So take this man out of the darkness, show him the light.
Show him the light.
So take this man out of the darkness, show him the light.
Show him the light.
Say the words I wanna hear, and everything will be alright. Oh, baby,
Gotta go by
what you tell me, baby. Gotta go by what you tell me.
How can I win your affection? If you care, it doesn't show. How can I win your affection? If you care, it doesn't show. How can I win your affection? If you care, it doesn't show. And my friends keep telling me I was better off being free. It's not worth it, let it be. She's not your kind. Should have left her long ago. And my friends keep telling me I was better off being free. It's not worth it, let it be. She's not your kind. Should have left her long ago. She's not your kind. Oh, I know, I know. And my friends keep telling me I was better off being free. she is. Mary wants to be a superwoman, but is that really in her head? Mary wants to be a superwoman, but is that really in her head? I just wanna live each day to love her for what she is. Very well, I believe I know you very well. Very well, I believe I know you very well. Very well, I believe I know you very well. Wish that you knew me too very well. And I think I can deal with everything going through your head.
My mama left me on the doorstep of a house in Beverly Hills. My mama left me on the doorstep of a house in Beverly Hills. They said that I was born in the ghetto and my mama couldn't pay the bill. Oh, mama,
If only I could reach you, mama. God knows that I want to.
hey, 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 hey,
Mama,
yeah.
bring me home. If only I could reach you, mama. God knows that I want to.
Hey, 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 yeah.
Bring me home.
Mama, there's no need to be ashamed of this thing that you did. Cause I know you only did it for my own good. And now I've got the chance to live. Whoa,